Hi everybody, so my name is Amaya McCoy and I did my internship at the March of Dimes located in Raleigh, North Carolina. My two objectives were that by January 20th, 2017, I will have reviewed grant applications and the grant requirements of the March of Dimes in order to determine if they will be granted monetary awards along with the grant review committee. My second objective was by February the 28th, 2017, I will have compiled the information gathered from the environmental scan and surveys to display the community resources that contribute to minimizing the preterm birth rate in North Carolina. So for the first objective, that was accomplished within my first week at the March of Dimes. I was able to serve on that grant review committee and help them determine who would and would not receive the monetary funds for the programs that they were trying to put on this year. As for the second one, the first half of that objective was accomplished. So the initiation of the environmental scan was completed. I was able to get a resource list together of all the maternal child health clinics that were in these 20 counties that were given to me. But the survey portion was not completed in time. It wasn't approved in time to be sent out to these 20 counties resources. So that portion was not completed. But being that that wasn't completed, my preceptor gave me another project, which was the Community Ambassador Project, where I went out into the community and trained people to be community ambassadors and facilitate the education of folic acid importance. So these community ambassadors would go out into their communities in small groups and just tell people how important it is for them to be taking folic acid. And this was one of the flyers that I created for my presentations. I completed 2 total presentations, one at the Raleigh base where I did my internship and one here at UNCG in our library. And so some of my recommendations throughout my internship would be to come in with a plan. Yes, your preceptor is going to give you some tasks, but while you're doing those, you could always incorporate some of your own goals into those. So one of my goals was that I wanted to incorporate the Community Ambassador Program into our department's program, just so juniors coming in for next year, or maybe even the start of the next year after that, they could come in with experience into their internship with health educator experience. So as a community ambassador, they would already know how to go out into the community and gather these groups and how to educate them, the best ways to give them support to accomplish these tasks that you're putting before them. And so this was a way to just give the incoming class of public health educators some more hands-on experience, because we don't get a lot of that in the program, and this would be a great way to get that experience before you get to your internship. I would also recommend to be open to the lacking in communication, because it happens. Somebody can tell you from the left field that they want you to do something, but your preceptor has no idea that they wanted you to do this. So I would recommend definitely keeping that avenue of communication open. So if somebody tells you to do something, relay that back to your preceptor. CC them on the emails. As well as if your preceptor tells you to do something and it's kind of interfering with something that she told you to do over here, let that communication level be open, so that way you can let them know, hey, you told me to do this, I won't get this done before the end of the week. Is it okay if I start that next project at the beginning of next week? That sort of thing. Kind of just make sure that everybody's on the same page. A major lesson learned was that the lack of communication can cause confusion. I know that for me at my internship, people would tell me to do something, but my preceptor would have no idea what they were talking about, because they hadn't told her, notified her that this is what they wanted me to do. And so it would confuse me and my preceptor, because we're both like, so did you not want us to know? So it just makes it easier if everybody is on the same page. And also remain open, because there are so many opportunities that can come before you. So like, for me at my internship, our preceptor had these meetings that she would do at the state health department. And so I would go to these and I would meet people and I would connect with them. And so be open to all the different opportunities that may be put before you, because it may be a way to network with a future employer or a future boss or maybe a future mentor. So just be open to any levels of